It's an age-old debate, what is better, CSGO or Call of Duty? Well, here I'm going to bring you 5 reasons that CSGO is better than Call of Duty. Number 5 is going to be gameplay, and this is all subjective. I'm more of a fan of a competitive shooter, and that's why I like Counter-Strike Go more than I do Call of Duty. Call of Duty is more built for the casual, bro gamer audience, the guy who's slamming Mountain Dew and eating fucking Doritos. Yes, there is an esports side of it, but we'll get to that a little bit later. CSGO is more about tactics, and it's more about teamwork than it is just going out and being very, kill hungry. That's what Call of Duty is all about. It's all about getting the kills. If you go to an objective game mode, you don't even have people playing the fucking objective. You have them doing 360 no scopes and trying to hit people. I swear to God, you might think I'm making fun of Call of Duty, but this is a thing. If you try to play Search and Destroy in Call of Duty, literally half the time what I run into is people try to hit 360 no scopes for the little shitty montages that get like 10 views and have the royalty-free ukulele in the background. I don't fucking know. Number 4 is going to have to be the esports side of the games. If you look at the Call of Duty esports, it's not really growing the way they want it to. They're throwing tons of money at it. Like literally Donald Trump gave them a small loan of $1 million and they're literally throwing money at it and it's just somehow not working. These prize pools are even bigger than CSGO, but the people aren't watching it, and that's because, like, you go back to gameplay, the people who play CSGO like it because of tactics and whatnot. The people in Call of Duty just like to kill shit. So they're more inclined to not watch these games because guess what? They don't really give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about Nate Shot. They don't give a fuck about Scumpy. They don't care. They literally just play the game casually and have fun. But the CSGO guys get really into the game, and that's why we're having 1 million people watch some of these CSGO majors. The reason is because we care a lot, and also those sweet, sweet, sweet cobblestone drops. Number 3 is going to have to be community, and both of these games have some pretty toxic communities, but the one thing I think that makes CSGO just a little bit more bearable than COD is that at least the 12-year-olds who tell me to go fuck myself in Counter-Strike usually can sometimes make skins. Like, these skins and these other things that the community does are pretty fucking great. Like, we've seen that the problem of 128.6 service and a better anti-cheat wasn't really that great, so ESEA came along, built by people who enjoyed the game and loved the game, and they created a service such as ESEA. So in Call of Duty, you don't really have the community really making anything because guess what? They're not really allowed to because, Activision wants that sweet, sweet money. So yeah, the community in CSGO, in my opinion, is a lot better. We can do a lot more for the game. We can create a lot of the stuff that gets put into the game, so we actually have a lot of input into the game, which is something that I like a lot. Number 2 is going to have to be the price. We're not all rich. We don't all are going to keep spending $60 on a new Call of Duty game every year. Like, no one wants to keep spending $60 every year for the same repackaged game with a few new bells and whistles. Counter-Strike has been out since 2012, and the price has always remained at $15, which is very cheap, considering as you can get thousands of hours of gameplay out of it, like me and many others have. So the price of the game is actually very good. It actually makes the game a lot more easier to get into because you're not spending a full $60 on something like Call of Duty. There's a lot more depth in Counter-Strike, and I feel like you can get a lot more time played out of Counter-Strike than you ever could Call of Duty, and that's why the price of $15 is actually very shocking. Some people feel the price should be more because the game is just that worthwhile. Number 1 is going to have to be skins. And I'm not really that much of a skin fiend, and I'm not that big on skins, but the reason I'm going to say skins is because Call of Duty tried to copy the same system, but it's just not as good because the items aren't worth real money because guess what? You can't really sell them outside of the game, and you can't really trade, but you can open them up with crypto keys, which really are kind of dumb if you really think about it because they kind of make the game really bullshit because you can pull guns that are better than other guns, but I'm not even going to get into that. That whole thing is fucking ridiculous, but Call of Duty is trying to be Counter-Strike in the way of opening cases and getting these items. Actually, a lot of games are trying to copy this system, some doing it a lot better than others. But yes, skins are a very important part of CSGO. They're revolutionary, and they're seeing their way into a lot of other games but they're just not done as well as CSGO is. Well, those are the 5 reasons that I think Counter-Strike is better than Call of Duty. Feel free to tell me yours in the comments down below if you have any more. If you think Call of Duty's better, tell me why. I'm always open to a discussion, so feel free to tell me in the comments down below. If you like this video, how about you hit that like button? And if you dislike this video for some odd reason, how about you hit that dislike button? And if you're new, how about you subscribe? And when this video does reach 300 likes, we upload the next one, should be sure to smack that like button. But yeah, guys, this has been the Chosen One Inc., and as always, peace out.